Jack Boy jumped online right after the news broke and started flexing on Yak and his whole block. He posted the news clip about the double schwooting and wrote something slick like he was proud of it. He wasn't saying names outright, but everybody could tell the message was aimed straight at Kodak. See, the rumor mill already spinning heavy. Folks in the streets been whispering that CTS Lil Wick might have been the dude Q50 supposedly snatched that $60K from, which is why everybody thought Wick and his squad were behind that hit. Then Wick hopped on live denying anybody took $60K off him, but he also admitted he did try to take somebody out, basically confirming he had smoke with somebody big. Jack Boy, meanwhile, threw more gas on the fire. He kept posting like he wanted Yak to know he moves around his hood comfortably, trying to make it seem like the shooting happened because his people were stepping. Ain't no proof yet, but the timing had fans side-eyeing heavy. Now folks online talking like Jack Boy sent hitters to Yak's turf since their beef already got deep and deadly before. Kodak's hood PMP. No beach already hot, and now with 2 dudes shot, 1 dead. Everybody think it's tied to their falling out. Police ain't got no shooter and no real leads. So the streets are doing what the streets do, connecting dots, whether they real or not. But the tension real because every time Jack Boy and Kodak's names get tossed together lately, something tragic ends up happening. And now the whole city watching to see who makes the next move. Even though y'all don't like me, it's sad to see y'all boys keep dying every other week. Go get y'all CDL license. I got trucks I'ma put y'all on. Then Jack Boy posted an IG story with Yak's track. Before I go where Kodak raps everybody going to die before I go. Go! Everybody going to die before I go. Jack Boy was letting Kodak and his homies know that they were going to die before him. But there's no evidence that Jack Boy was actually involved with the hit in PMPO Beach. And a few months before that, Jack Boy also said he was willing to go to prison for life before he squashed anything with Kodak.
Y'all best bet is be like, hey bro, drop that with Jack, bro. I ain't laying down, like, I'm gonna get that get back even if I get life, trust me.
Yak didn't respond to Jack Boy's trolling, but he sent shots at Jack Boy when he was streaming with a dude named Neon and said he wanted to see Jack Boy dead.
What's your favorite fast food?
Jack in a box.
Hell yeah, what's your go-to from there?
Just Jack in a box.
Oh shit.
Jack in a box. Jack in a box? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I like guys.
Vans thought Yak was crazy for talking about wanting Jack Boy dead, because the cops already think some shooters try to kill Jack Boy so they can get some clout from Kodak. Back in 2023, Jack Boy had a show in Sanford, Florida. After the show, Jack Boy and his crew hopped in the van and left the spot. But there were 6 whips full of shooters waiting for him. Jack Boy and his homies were riding around in a Sprinter van, but the shooters ended up hitting the wrong van. At the same time, there was a group of innocent women riding around in their own Sprinter van, and that's the one that the shooters sprayed up. They started dumping shots into the van because they thought Jack Boy was inside, but instead of hitting Jack Boy, they shot 6 innocent women who weren't involved with the situation at all. The shooters killed a woman named Princess Toiver and hit up 5 of her friends. They had gone to Jack Boy's concert and were just trying to make it home. But unfortunately, that's not how it went down. The cops ended up booking 13 dudes who allegedly rep a set from Sano County called On Top Forever, aka OTF. Kodak wasn't ever hit with any charges over the situation, but the cops said OTF was watching Jack Boy and Kodak beef on social media, so they decided to jump in and take out Jack Boy so they can get some clout. Rappers get shot outside of concerts all the time, but somebody really wanted Jack Boy dead and they try to sidle him at his crave inside a gated community. Rumors said that Jack Boy's brother got hit and had to be rushed to the hospital in the helicopter, but after it went down, Jack Boy hopped on IG Live to clown the shooters for missing him. The beef cooled off for a while after Jack Boy's fans got hit up in 2024. But then in January 2025, Jack Boy spotted Yak's custom Jeep and posted a photo with it. Jack Boys is letting Kodak know that he could still get touched, but Yak clapped back the next day and said he wasn't worried about anything, because Yak Boy didn't even touch the Jeep.
So lit like a nigga touched my car. I ain't even touched this.
Yak kept it pushing.
Yak kept it pushing, and a few weeks later he even ended up going to the White House. Kodak already had ties to Donald Trump because back in 2019, Yak was sentenced to 4 years in prison, but got pardoned by Trump in 2021. Having ties to the White House is a big win for a street rapper, but Jack Boy clowned Kodak over the situation and called him a crackhead.
Celebrating that a crackhead went to the White House. Fuck you.
Jack Boy has been calling Yak a junkie for a while, and he said that Kodak blackballed him in the industry and then ended up smoking crack.
He tried to blackball me. Now you're smoking crack.
Jack Boy isn't the only dude who thinks Kodak is tweaking on drugs, though. Yak went viral for his Drink Champs interview in 2023, where it looked like he was tripping. And then the situation got even worse. Yak got arrested for cocaine possession a couple months later, but he told fans that he was just sipping lean when he got arrested. Yak said the cocaine charge was fake, but he also admitted on live that he has smoked meth before.
I done told y'all I fucked with them. I done told y'all I did meth before. Told me like the fuck, bro. I ain't in this shit, bro. I ain't around no cocaine or fuck.
He said he wasn't a junkie, but Kodak was still acting crazy and made headlines again for throwing rocks at a reporter who tried to ask him some questions.
Kodak Black leaving the Broward County Jail Wednesday, throwing rocks at a local 10 photojournalist. You hear the photojournalist say, "Call the cops." Call the cops. They were called after this outburst by Kodak where he threatened to punch me.
Kodak, and you threatened to beat me up too. You threatened to punch me.
Then in May 2025, he acted a freestyle for On the Radar and raped. Still dropped bodies and albums. Count them. Got a Phantom and a Lambo. 2 mansions and a Chevy. Wet it. Tell them kids I ain't their stepdaddy. Young nigga with a meth habit. Still flashy. And in October 2025, Kodak was live again and said he wasn't tweaking on meth, but he tried it before.
I'm getting a fucking meth. I tried it though.
During the same live session where Jack Boy called Yak a crackhead, Jack Boy also said he flew to Haiti to meet up with a woo lady, and that's why Yak fell off. Woo ladies are women who do voodoo, and Jack Boy allegedly used one of them to get a Kodak. Yak's dad is from Haiti, and Yak has raped about voodoo before, like on the track Voodoo with Future, where he said, "I prayed to the angels, but the devil is stronger. Wondering why I'm in hell still. Nobody's nice. Nobody cares here." And after Jack Boy said he was using voodoo against Yak, he dropped the track Woo Lady in raps. Ain't gotta go see no woo lady. What you think my grandma for? My granny play with voodoo, bitch. I feel like Fio. Made 100 off a glitch and I don't need the studio. Okay, cool. Let's go talking. Shit better not be at that stove. Jack Boy also aired Kodak out for dropping a track with 6ix99. Yak has talked about hating Stitches before, and that's why a lot of fans were shocked they linked up with 6ix99 in the studio. Yak was getting a lot of hate for the link up, but Whack 100 claimed that Kodak only did it because he got $1 million in a Rolls Royce for his feature. Jack Boy said the money didn't matter though and rapped, "Quit acting tough. You're weak as fuck, little boy. I know the real you." Just to show even with $1 million, that money can't unlame you. Did a song with a rap for $1 million, no real street. Nigga, respect you. Surrounding yourself with pussy niggas, none of them ain't going to check you. Jack Boy wasn't the only dude who had beef with Kodak for linking up with 6ix9ine. An alleged Treyway affiliate named Billy tried to hunt 6ix9ine down with a gun back in the day. And after Yak made the track with 6ix9ine, Billy went on No Jumper and said Kodak is banned from Brooklyn now.
I mean, I don't
come in my hood and dap nobody up. Nobody.
You don't think?
For what? Nobody.
I feel like if Kodak goes to Brooklyn tomorrow, he's good.
Maybe Brooklyn,
gonna be
but
celebrated.
He can't come to Bed-Stuy and chill. I wouldn't even, none of my friends wouldn't approve of that.
Jack Boy also clowned Kodak for kicking it with Trump and raped. Stop acting like you up. Go check that skull. Then tell Trump free my friends. Made $1 million, but I'll still crash. Surely they don't got no sense. And on another live, Jack Boy claimed that Kodak was snitching when he got locked up back in 2018. According to Jack Boy, someone on the cell block was smoking weed and Yak ratted him out. Then Yak got moving in protective custody to keep him safe. Then Jack Boy said that Yak's music is falling off and he needs to get his CDL and start driving the truck.
So go grab his CDL. That shit, hey, yeah, driving, yeah, boy, that boy be driving for 4 days, boy, that boy never go to sleep, boy.
Jack Boy's music started falling off after Yakeem sparked a beef too, though. Back in the day, he was running up millions of views on almost everything he drops. But now, a lot of his tracks don't even hit 500K. Jack Boy made a smart move and bought a restaurant to keep his money up when the music fell off. But then 2 people almost died inside the restaurant and had to be closed down. Jack Boy owned a spot called Pierre Pierre with his homie Clean Hill in Oakland. Trying to get in business is a good move if you're a rapper, but the restaurant was over a year behind on rent and was about to go under. Then on May 2nd, 2025, someone pulled up and started shooting into the restaurant and hit 2 people. Nobody knows who pulled the trigger, but rumors started flying that the shooting has something to do with Jack Boy and Kodak's beef. Clon Hill started a GoFundMe to get money to repair the restaurant after the shooting, but then somebody pulled up and smashed some of the windows with bricks. And before Jack Boy and Clon Hill could move the restaurant to a different location, they got kicked out by the landlord and are getting sued by a restaurant company. Because Jack Boy and clean he'll owe them over $10,000. Jack Boy and Kodak definitely aren't at their peaks right now, but some sources claim that Kodak isn't really on drugs and he's just acting like that for the cameras. A streamer named Zoe linked up with Yak in the studio, and she said when the cameras weren't rolling, Yak acted like a completely different person.
Little does everybody know, when I got off stream with Kodak, he was regular. I don't know where the deodorant launch person went, but he was normal. I went to the studio, everything, till like 7 a.m. Normal, regular.
Jack Boy said Yak's money was falling off too. But then Kodak went and dropped $800K on a new piece of ice. Jack Boy also claimed that Yak doesn't have any real street ties, but one dude got stomped out after he was dissing Yak on IG Live. Kodak was arguing with a random dude on IG, and the other dude said Yak never put in any work in the streets.
You see me in person, bro, you gonna hold your head down.
You did no work.
Bro,
Have you ever stood out there and got in that car by yourself?
That's how I know you ass, because you got voodoo in your corner.
Then the next day, some other dudes caught the guy who dissed Yak and stomped him out on camera. There's no evidence that Kodak sent the goons though, and some sources claim that they just stomped the dude out because he was falsing their hood. Beefing with Jack Boy caused a lot of drama for Yak, but it looks like he's trying to switch up how he's moving. He dropped a new track called How to Let Go, and talks about leaving the streets behind when he raps. Trying to find a way doing something different. Leave a street life behind without me dissing it. All this killing shit seemed like ain't no ending. My little nigga had big dreams, now he a memory? But even if Kodak wants to get away from the drama, Jack Boy's on a whole different type of timing. Jack Boy claimed that Yak is the one who sparked the beef, but now Jack Boy's so heated about it that he's ready to catch a life sentence before he squashes it. And since Jack Boy's restaurant got shut down and his music isn't hidden like it used to, crashing out on Kodak is one of the only ways he can get his name in the headlines right now. Kodak hasn't been responding to Jack Boy for a while, but he has been taking a lot of shots at NBA Youngboy. Jack Boy and Kodak's beef allegedly started because Yak blamed Jack Boy for starting a beef with Youngboy while Kodak was locked up. Kodak was the one who took the first shots at Youngboy though, and after Youngboy came home and dropped a new album in 2025, Yak hopped on IG and called it trash. And when Youngboy was doing a show in Miami, Kodak flew in on a helicopter and threw a yacht party right outside the concert. Youngboy allegedly hooked up with one of Kodak's ex-girlfriends named Mellow Rex and gave her herpes. So Yak dissed him on a new track and rapped "There Go That Man Again," giving people. Youngboy didn't respond to all the dissing, and it doesn't look like the situation is really going to pop up. Kodak and Youngboy probably won't crash out on each other, but Yak beef with Jack Boy is a different story. Bodies have already dropped over the situation, and Jack Boy is acting like he wants all the smoke with Kodak.